Ah. Here we go. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. Let me make sure our bot is set up right, but other than that, we're ready to go. Today, we're gonna be working on, I think there's a few more things to ink here, and then we're gonna be creating the actual, like, quote-unquote paper doll kind of thing. I don't know how to describe it. It's not going to be like a real, I mean it is, but also it isn't. It's gonna be the pieces that get painted, right? The pieces that get painted. So we're gonna work on that today. So the parts that need inked so far. Oh, we were working on. Even better. Even better. I was under the assumption that we still had a lot more to do here. Well, it's not great. It's not perfect. There's some editing that needs done. But we're a lot further along than I thought we were. Not that one. This one? Yeah. Okay. So we'll be working on finishing our inking, doing our very basic coloring of base colors, and then as a fun trick, everything's going to get turned white, and we're going to make those layers for the actual painting in real, actual watercolor. So, I think this is like the whole left leg, is that right? Yeah. So that's gonna come, I had it almost set up. In fact, I think it, I almost want to say it was completely set up. Let's, and it's just hidden now? Yeah, okay, so never mind. We are done with that. And we are just working on making these feet a little bit better. Just a tiny bit. With the ink. And then making the paper doll thing. It has been so strange for the past few days to be hearing English outside of my window. I don't know if it's someone else who speaks English at home or if it is people vacationing in an apartment by us, but it's certainly been weird to open the window and hear English. In fact, to the point where, like, I don't like it. Not a fan. Now we don't want to get rid of too much because we're gonna have to print these all out. But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and start doing it because I think that we're way further along than we think we are. So It's jarring. It's definitely jarring. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Stephanie. Give me one moment because I need to switch up my file real quick. Jarring neighbors, yup. So I'm duplicating my file so I don't lose a whole bunch of stuff. And we'll head back on over. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So the fun part about this is that it's going to take no time at all. And I will be setting everything to alpha. Putting our pen up as big as it can go to white. Alpha. Oh no. Oh no. I did a mistake last time. I merged everything together, didn't I? I did to save space. Uh-oh. This is going to be harder than I thought. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Definitely forgot this step was going on. Why am I not hearing anything? Audio is working for me. Interesting. But good reminder for me to move my mic where it should be anyway. So it's going to be kind of clunky for a second while I clunk things around. And then that is where the microphone is supposed to live. Thank you for reminding me. I do need a better way to do that. Uh-oh. We're going to have to... I might have messed up to the point where we can't do this, but I want to pretend that's not the case. Let's do it on a layer I can actually see what I'm doing. So we'll start up at the top, but with one that will be hard. So let's say side bangs. We'll go for filter, extract line drawing. Hey, almost. Nope, not there. Filter. Well, we get to have just not not good lines for the printed version, but that's all right because we'll be combining it with the other version. So we'll just do this for everything. Again, it's not what I wanted. I wanted everything to be able to turn white. That was the whole point. Current layer. Do we have gap recognition turned on? No. We'll do it this way. Will it take a bit longer? Yeah, but that's fine. So this is what a lot of the stream is going to be doing. Do I have a volume bar? Muted. Something easy to overlook. Not on my end, as far as I know. I am not muted. And Lynn can hear me, right? As far as I can tell, on my end, I am correct and I am working. So unfortunately, I do not know how to help. Oh. Current layer. Bang. Oh, just over here? Ah ha ha, okay. Looks like Cruella de Vil. Nose, eyebrows. Let's go ahead and just turn things off as I'm going, so I can see what's going on. Nose doesn't have anything yet. Eyebrows too. Upper eyelash have stuff? No, just iris, but only one of them. We'll go ahead and just do both for a second. Oh, that's still not. That's fine. Yeah? Oh, aha, I see. Okay, back. Because this is not merged down. Okay, okay. Understanding. I do think that this lives here. And we can finally get rid of it, maybe? I hope. Yeah! Okay. Base shadow, we're just not going to turn back on for a minute. Hairball. Trust me, this will make sense in a minute. For now, it will not, but it will in a minute. It's me. Okay, my audio is working. That is good to hear, but also not great to hear. So that means I can't help. Snakes. This will make sense in a bit. In the meantime, we're just vibing. How's everyone doing? I got sick, but I'm okay for now. So I know what the heck I'm looking at. There we go. Ooh, fun. Fun, okay. I've broken it. I broke it. So let's see. pop over here for a second. We'll pop over to the chat. And we can wait a minute while I reboot my program. How are we doing? How are you doing? Let's see, what day is it? Today is Monday. Any plans for the week? Did you have a good weekend? I'd love to hear. I'd love to know what you're up to. We're pre-retrograding, bowling over both of us today. It's true. It's true. But we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. There we go. There we go. Probably not a link I should show you, but that's, I'll change it. I'll change it soon. I am trying to not be afraid of things because I know stars say big, 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 go, 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 right? And I think with that comes some fear, comes some what would you like? Syndrome? When you're not the right person syndrome? You know what I mean. But I've been feeling a little bit not the correct person syndrome. No, that's incorrect. You should be on current layer. There we go. Stars say go premeditated, do it scared, don't do it blindly. Imposter syndrome, yes. I've been feeling a little bit of that today. But I think it's the stars' fault. So I'm going to blame them at least. I said this will make sense in a minute, but not right now. Oh, I have a feeling that I made that whole thing white. I did. Happy New Year's Eve, yes. Imposter symbol, or are you just developing additional personalities? What does that mean? What do you mean by that? Oh, again, it did it again. It's not gonna want to do that, huh? That's fine. That's fine, we'll deal with that later. Hairball again. Which actually I'm just going to get rid of all these. Because we're doing this, and we're getting rid of sketch for sure. Okay, so I have not hid everything I should have hid. There's still things, there we go, that are on. Snakes, base. Now is it correct? Almost. A little bit of sleeve showing through. There we go. So, just the way you were wording it, like I feel like the wrong person. Ah, no, I meant imposter syndrome. I did mean imposter syndrome. Okay, so now we have a very strange looking foot, but that's all right. I'm going to save this as an image. We're gonna have a lot of weird images on my phone. Okay? And I want to make sure that it's saving not transparent as a white image. There we go. And then we want the other foot, which we probably could have put them together. Wow, that's a leg, all right. At this point, just go with it. How much of that do I want to mess with? Not that much. Let's go ahead and just have the whole sleeve part. Where am I? Here I am. We'll just pull both sleeves up. We'll just have all of it. All the sleeves. Because that's the whole thing. And we save. Ah, thank you very much for the head pat. Thank you, thank you. Hello. Big rope. Let's just do the whole rope then. Which is going to be where? Here we go. Snake, snake, rope. Ah, that's fun. You're not supposed to live there. Yeah, they're very early, but that's all right. Not a big problem. Let's see. Where? Oof. It's hard to find out where I am. Shoulders come on the bottom. Underdress, top folds. I think that's a fine place. You don't want any of that. I think we can do all these. There's one. Is that going to cause me problems later? Maybe, but we'll figure it out. It's all a delicate dance of how much is too much, how much is not enough. Hair, pony, ropes, ball. Probably can also have... Oops, not like that. Bangs. Side bangs. There we go. Just do all that. Save. Well, hold on. There's another one in there. I know there is. Down here. Ah, but I did that on purpose. Okay. So we'll save that. Oh, did I miss one? I must have. Turn all that off again. Find out where, there it is. And then we'll want face, iris. And we'll just turn on all of this for the face. But not that. Not that, which is upper lid. We just want to bucket fill that part and then come in, give it a second. There we go. And our nightshade we didn't do. Our fingers we didn't do. We have... What else hasn't been done? We did all of the ponytail. I have a feeling we didn't do... No, we did kimono bottom. We didn't do inner bottom, I suppose. But I think that a lot of that we're going to have to use just like texture. Just make a big page of texture and put it in. Yeah. Okay. So, we have now. It's a perfect Sunday morning vibe. I'm just not an early morning person. That's totally normal. Totally normal, totally understandable. So we'll turn everything back on, and I have to think about things real quick, because now we have all of our pictures. I'm not the one that's going to be doing the watercolor, or at least not first. I might try it, but I can't do it this stream, so that's not part of anything to worry about. We'll just turn, ooh, all these lines on as I think, and we'll enjoy our only line art version that's clean. That's the part that is a pain. There's our clean only line art version. We'll go ahead and save this one as well. And if that's the case, I'll make it easy on us. And do the same things here. Oops, not that. Buckets. Hello? Strange. It must be part of top hair. Or head hair. Yeah. So with all of that, let's go ahead and save this image as well. And now I have to think of like what I was not ready to have this problem. I thought we had a lot more to do. So one second as I bring us back over to the other version, because at the very least I can set up our base colors in our in our original version, which we hadn't done yet for a lot of things. Here we come back. Here we go. So let's go ahead and, it's hard work, but somebody's got to do it. We will get rid of all these things that have color, because you can tell on the previews. Can't tell on that one. We'll just fix anything that looks strange. I've been trying to be much more prepared and much more thinking things through. But like I said before, every stream gets better, one thing at a time. And right now, turn that off. Okay. So these are things that either need named, fixed, that's a look. I didn't turn off one of the bangs. There we go. Trying at least to make it so I'm taking this channel very seriously. That's maybe part of my imposter syndrome. Oh. The thumbs and the thumb lines are not merged down. That's why it wasn't doing things. these can get merged and turned off. Start up here with the face, where we want to color in some of these things. Like we want pupil. Is this one right? Ah, no, pupil, as in pupil, no. Iris color. There we go. I'm definitely starting to hit the point where I am afraid of things not going correctly. Oh, I'll fill in this little nose shadow. No. Irises are done. Mouth we don't need to worry about, so we'll turn it off. I thought maybe we did, but we don't. Iris color, eye white. That's fine. Shine, I'd love to color that in. Even if it's just with white, that would be nice. What are you? Are you... Ah, eye white. Okay. Are those mirrored correctly? Not even close. That's not good. That was one thing I learned, is not having it centered is a huge pain. I guess we can leave that on as a testament that that's going to need fixed. And then we can come in, grab our skin color, which is somewhere. Shoulders, here we go. What is this? Unknown so far. Leg left. And we're just going to color this whole thing in. And the easiest way to do that do this. Let's see, what is that what this is? Yes. So let's say outer bottom. Okay, there we go. And honestly, that's fine for now. So here we can turn these off so they're not overlapping. Bucket. Canvas. How bad is it? Bad enough. Missed some gaps. Missed some very big gaps that will need some line art work. Wow. She will need some socks, but now you're not allowed to do that. There we go. Much better, much better. Now she will have some silly socks on. For now, I'm going to make that this color. Is that the sock color? Maybe, maybe not, but we'll find out later. I just don't think white is going to work right now. Yeah, that's better. I like that. Not this one. This. But I need to find my audience, find my stride. Yeah, that's not going to be the sock color, but that's all right. Turn this back off. And we'll just fill in this whole thing. And when we're done with that, we'll work on the line art a bit of these feet, or this foot. This leg, whatever it is. I do want our red color. And now we can play with the line art. It's nice to add weight to the bottom of things in the line art. Can. Ooh. I have been sick the last few days. I slept through most of Friday and about 50% of yesterday. Last night I did not sleep at all. Very, very tired. But I am also a bit sniffly and snarkly, so if you hear my voice doing things or just think I sound strange, no I don't. This too shall pass. There we go. Much better. Much better. I'd like to put something here. I always like to add stuff where lines connect. Better. So I do think this needs to be a not brown. So let's find a white gray that we can do instead. Because I don't want pure white either. Much better. So there's our leg left. Doing the same thing with foot right, where we're going to fix up our line art a bit. Oops. Oh. Hello? Ah. Why isn't it working? It works if you're on the right layer. There we go. Any plans for the New Year's? It's Year of the Fire Horse as well as Mardi Gras tomorrow. Pretty early on, I decided that I didn't think Creole food and Chinese food would go well together. This would be here-ish, not there. And same with the colors. So we'll go for the top of our foot with the sock. Making sure that we don't have something like this happen where it was blocked from filling because there was something on top of it. We don't want that. There we go. And there's a foot. Foot right. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I think they took off the late fee for that bill even though it hasn't been figured out yet. Oh, okay. That's very nice. And people here are nice. I am confused why it didn't go through, simply because we didn't tell them we paid it. But it's fine. Nope, just one. Just thyroid. And then lower leg. Yeah, that line art needs a little bit of help, but we can do that. Easy peasy. There we go. And let's work on that line art. I know I want this to come up. Oops, not less, but more. This will need to connect nicely and not do whatever it's doing now. Same with this. This. Where am I going? What am I doing? There we go. So let's see how that all works together. Ah! That's not the color. She's a little bit of a zombie there. It's cute. I kind of like it, but she's not a zombie. There we go. Now, this still has some cleaning to do. There we go. Much better. To lower leg right. Okay. What is this? What is this layer? That's the thumbs. Oy. Please stop. Once again, we're going to turn everything on, see how it looks all together. What is this layer? Don't know. Figure out later, I guess. As well as try to position her exactly symmetrical on the canvas, because that was a huge thing I had to fix with Lady Lapine. We're also going to want to have a back here or behind her, because she will have an inside to her nice kimono. It should not be empty. As well as something like that. And this needs fixed, which is this. I say, hissing like a snake. She's rubbing off on me. There. Well, sort of. Right about like that. And down here we'll fix it. It's fine. There we go. Now she's getting somewhere. Look at her, I get the Thompson twins going through my head. I look at her and I get the goth girls from Scooby-Doo, perhaps. All right. So there she is. Eyes, eyes, eyes. They're gonna get you. Very cute. So the idea here is I think we can do small things, small little fixes, like this sleeve needs a little bit extra here. As well as this bit of red in the big rope. There we go. Better. Ah, was I painting instead of erasing? No, I was erasing. I think. Hello? I'm so confused. Just little tiny things that can get some attention. And then here we go. Here's where our flipping started to not make sense. So we have our upper lid. We're going to duplicate it and we're going to flip. And as you can see, that can't be right. What's going on there? Hold on. Flip. Why? Hello? In what world? What am I looking at wrong? In what world? What axis is it flipping on? It should be flipping there. And it's this thing. It lives here. It should flip. Why is it so far over? Like aggressively far over. Not a good sign. So what that means is that in a different program, I'm going to have to go in and make this line here the middle of the canvas, because I can't tell if you can quite see, but this side is smaller than this side, which is why we're getting such a strange result when I flip this here. But for now, I'll go ahead and figure out how many pixels this is. $45. Which means if I take the whole entire thing and move it over 22 pixels? Or if I add, actually, here we go, canvas, change sides. We only want it to get bigger on this side, and we want the width to be 3222, I think. Hopefully, that will put our midline exactly in the middle of the canvas. That's conjecture, that's hopes and prayers, but we're gonna find out. So now if I take it, something like the side bangs, which should be completely mirrored. If I duplicate them, flip them. Nope, still wrong. How many pixels off though? $22. I think that means wait, my math brain isn't. Let's try that again. Let's do 45. I have a feeling that this might be the cheat that fixes it, but what do I know? Maybe I'm completely wrong. And then once we're here, I think we might have nothing to be done except to work on shading. Ooh. I did that wrong. Just undo that right away. And hopefully we don't freeze the program. There we go. Here, 45. And we can get a look at it, get a feel for it. I'm noticing that the rope is doing strange things. I knew it was doing something there and I erased stuff and I thought that'll fix it. No, it's just doing strange things all over. There we go. So theoretically now, if I hit this, it should look, that looks like it's in the middle, right? And if I duplicate this and flip it, it should look like it didn't move at all. Yay! Okay. Much better. Much better. Let's see what's going on. What's going on there? Why are you like that? This should be underneath all of this. Over there. Except also like that. Yeah. There's a lot of like, where do things go games. How do the layers work? It's something I enjoy doing, but it's complicated nonetheless. There we go. Now this is where I want it to be. That's where I want it to be. It's just this guy, who should arguably be on his own layer anyway. So let's go ahead and make that happen. So this side is going to be just that side. And this one, just that side. This one, what's going on with you? Why are you like that? Need to be maybe there instead? Yeah. But you're also going to need some red back here. Like that. So we'll have big rope behind. And then big rope left. And big rope right. What are you? What are you? You must be part of top folds, right? Why are you doing that? Bless you. There we go. And this sleeve. Finicky. Where are you from, my dear? And why are you here? No problem for later. Okay. So there she is. Mostly colored in. Mostly done. Let's look at these eyes. We have, oops. Here we go. Eyeballs, pupils, irises, and something else. My cat watches intently. Cute! So we'll get our red color. Oh, yeah, she's She's pushing at the limits of the program. Does not want to be running. And if you're saying, Miss May, what are you doing? Why are you coloring outside the lines? That's the whole point of Live 2D, my friend. We're gonna have to be doing a lot of that. It's hiding it that's gonna be the fun part. Ah, wait, no, those are not on the same layer. Those will be stationary. Okay. Hello, Sen! So these will be clipped, honestly. Would be the easiest way to do it, onto this pupil layer. And I want these to not have eye whites, but rather like eye blacks, if that makes sense. Very demonic, very angelic. And then we have these kind of tear duct places that will fill in on another layer. We had the cleanies this morning. We had the cleanies because tomorrow being the Lunar New Year, you're not supposed to clean on Lunar New Year. Otherwise you brush away, clean away all of your good luck. So we did a lot of cleaning this morning. And I believe it is still happening behind me. Okay. So now, I think I'll be able to show you what I mean. So we're going to take a folder. This is just for example. I'm going to put our, right? No. Yeah, our irises and our iris color and our pupils. Irises, iris color, clip it. Aha, see? And now, see if I can make it so you can see it nicely. Here at the top of the screen, maybe. And you can see one of them. With so many rules. Ah, I can do it like this, okay. Now it's gonna be a little more complicated than that, but now all of them move as one, and they're only showing up where they should show up for the most part, right? It's gonna be more rules than that, but you get the gist. So, even if not today, the house is clean. That's nice. How would those eyes go cross-eyed? No, they won't. I would love to know what you said something about that earlier, Lynn. What do you mean by not doing New Year's right this year? Because I remember going out to see the fireworks at the beach, and it was very nice. In the meantime, I'm going to get rid of these parts so I can see a little bit more about what I'm doing. No greens, no oranges. It's been gnawing at me. Ooh, okay. We also want to flip. This is going to be our big test, isn't it? We'll find our eye white, flip it, and see if it goes in the right spot. It did! Oh, that's so nice. Okay, well, I'll tell you right now that this is all I want to do. I don't want to keep going. I have to, but I very much do not want to keep going right now. So I have a bunch of flat tones, and this is really fun because this is a full, what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. 7 colors, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Purple, gold, black, skin 1, skin 2, white, red, cream, 8 colors. We have flat. Well, and then I guess gray. So maybe 9 colors, and we have put flats on the entire image. That's cohesion. Boiled greens and oranges. I really do enjoy that tradition. That's the word for it. Ah, yes. There's no greens, and I guess the gold is a little orange, but not very. I like that tradition. I didn't know about it until I was with Lynn. Where is this? Ah, that's the other. Okay. I'm like, what's going on there? This. What's going on there? Oh. Please. I'm begging you not to crash. I have to. Greens and oranges can mean multiple different things. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Hold on. I'm gonna be right back real quick because I just thought of something that might be important. I'm back. Don't get sick, kids. It makes you forget to take your medicine and then you get sicker. Okay, so we have to play with some shading now. I very much don't want to. I very much don't want to, but it's all right. Let's see. Maybe it can be fun for next year. Yeah. So way up at the top. And this was absolutely the... Where are you? What are you doing? Part that is going to kill this program. Is we're going to go in with like a god-awful color that is never ever gonna get used on this piece so I can see what I'm doing. We're clipping it. And we're kind of going in almost like this is like literal animation cell work. No, not on that one though. Yeah. Now, this, absolutely something we do not want. So we're filling in any lines we see that don't look fully connected. Something that should have been avoided in the first place, but was clearly not. Losing our name. Naming it again. And we're just gonna go fingers. I have also learned that if it is more than, if there's a space in it, Live 2D likes to mess some stuff up. So we're not gonna do that. Now this is not the end all be all here. We will have multiple layers of shading. But for now, I'm going to be shading in this terrible color for our first pass of hardline cell shading. And that way I can see what's going on, and we can mess with the colors later. Chat, my tummy hurts and I'm being so brave about it. There's still time to save the oranges tradition for New Year's. Yeah? We can do it for this New Year's? That's alright? Oh, this is still there. We don't need that. Don't do that. And now let's think of how we are going to be shading this hair. So this is the side bangs. I think, honestly, something like that would look very good. I do want symmetry on for this one. Buy 9 oranges and fluctuators, roll them over the threshold into our house for good luck on the— oh, that's so cute! Rolling in the gold. That's so cute. What is going on there? Hello? Wild? Okay. There we go. I think it would be better. Oh, and that's absolutely the wrong one. Doing the regular New Year's stuff plus dumplings. What is regular New Year's stuff? Let's do that for now. There's a baby outside my window doing that exact noise from the Vine where the guy trips and is stuffing spaghetti back into his pocket. You know the one. I hope. This one? Yeah. Welcome back, Sen. Like I piece long noodles, cabbage, or round king cake. Oh, okay, that's just like because it's also Mardi Gras. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute, that's strange. Tag teaming my New Year's things. Yeah. Can't tomorrow. Nope. Laundry, friends. It's important. Big forehead. Ah, that's
shouldn't be there. Ah, that also shouldn't be there then. No cleaning rule existed here too. Oh, that's fun. Excuse me. Ugh, pro tip, don't get sick. Speedrun strat, don't get sick. No cleaning, definitely no sweeping. We should scale something. I don't think I know about. I love the blue hair. The hair will not be blue. This is shading so that I can see what I'm doing. So unfortunately, the hair will not be blue. I'm just trying to keep track of what I'm looking at. Shine didn't turn off. This one, I think cutting it out would be much easier. Okay, but the blue is cool too. Thank you. You're gonna have to tell me what the fish thing is. I don't think I know fish for New Year's. Oh, that's a pain in the ass. That's not what I want to see. That's not what I want to see. So, if that's the case, I'm going to magic wand current layer. Yeah. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. I'm like, what's going on? This one. There we go. invert, make another layer, bucket, black, we'll fill current layer. Did that do the whole thing? Yes. And then we get to merge this down and rename it, because of course we get to rename it. Ponytail ropes. Now I can get my blue back. And go back to shading. Am I needing to plug in? Probably. Polish carp meal for Christmas. We have to have fish on Christmas, so it's not difficult. You put it into your wallet, ritual for money. That's really cool. You know your stuff. Yeah, that's much better. And I want to be playing probably with this pen. Learn about it from a silly text post. Where else are you supposed to learn important information than silly text posts? This is kind of gonna have a full shadow because it's back in there. Nope. I'm like the carp itself in this manner, as in like bad memory, as in like goldfish memory. Relatable sentiment. I just have a carp in my bathtub now. Live fish route, as in like the live tree route? Can you have a fake? I mean, I understand that the opposite here is dead fish, but it does imply something. I don't know. Something more like that. It doesn't taste good when you're eating a friend. It does not. Never does. But you're saying that it was a very was a very common occurrence to just have fish in people's bathtubs during the holiday season. This was a normal thing to like warn guests about, that there's a fish in the bathtub. Yes, very common. Love that. That's so much work. This part I'm gonna deal with later. Not right now. Just know that we're gonna need this part to all be past that. Unknown. Polish Crab Christmas! You're L. You're L. Is that allowed? The muddy one. It's either filled with potted plants for watering, cucumbers for pickling, a live carp. You know, the huge. Right now, being on stream is forcing me to put down preliminary shading. Do I want to? Not in the slightest. Not even a little bit. Do I have to? Yes. Yes, I have to. I am sick. This is one reason why I don't want to do anything. Not the only reason, but one. Hello, Core! Welcome in! Hello! It's good to see you! We're working on a wonderful headless lady. And we're doing the shading right now, which is something, to say the least. These snakes are gonna have some tricky gold shading going on, but I'm trying to just put down some, not like that, very basic shading, right? Oops. Nothing fancy, just extremely basic stuff. Never seen an art style like this. It's pretty. Thank you. Right now, the blue is just... Thank you. Let's go ahead and look at where we're at. The blue is not going to stay blue. I'll warn you that much. The blue is so I can see where my shading is currently at. Like, physically. Otherwise, it all... I forget which layer I've already done and all that stuff. We don't want that. We don't want anything like that. So here she is. Done up with some shading. They're still the main attraction for me. Allergic to fish, so watching them from afar is nice. Aww. Yeah, I like that. There was a aquarium where we were in our last city, and it was way, way, way more expensive than the zoo, so we didn't go very often. We usually went to the zoo. But it was very pretty, and it always made me happy to go. We'll go ahead and just leave everything on so we can see for now what's going on. The program's really slowing down. I might need to. There. Split this into two soon. Yeah. Ooh boy. There we go. Koi pond. Big koi. We love that. Love to hear it. See, and that's gonna be like way more than I actually want. Let's go ahead and carve out some of this light. Okay. Okay, with that lag, hold on. I'm gonna pop us over here to the chat. And once again, we're going to duplicate this file. Sorry, I have to do it off screen. One, so I don't lose all of my work. And 2, so that we can split her up into chunks, you know? In my last one I had a face file and a body file. This one, I think a face file and a body file might also do us well. Still a work in progress. The koi pond is? And this is forcing me to work. I know. It's not quite fun to watch yet, but I promise it will be in a minute. We're gonna get some of this out of here so this lag eases up. Get rid of the hair as well. That can be part of face rules, you know? Same thing with these ones down here, since they're duplicates. I'll just get rid of them. Okay, hopefully this will help the lag. And now let's get back to here. What are you doing there? You're not supposed to be there. Koi Pond live cam. The frogs are hesitant to stay. They will sooner or later, yeah. Once they notice that it's friendly there and that there's an abundance of food. If the frogs are hesitant to stay, it means you don't have a bug problem yet, which is great. Honestly. Who does have a problem is this gal who got like no sleep last night. Go, that's better. Ugh, that lag is so much better. And that looks like rope. Koi are not lo-fi at all. What are you talking about? You just gotta mute the koi going. I say right into the microphone. And then put some sick beats on them, yeah. Oh, this is gonna be this is gonna be the best part for rigging, or for shading. I mean rigging too. Rigging will be fine. It's the shading part that I'm like, this thing though. I'm sure we can find some koi-inspired beats that will match them just fine. And then you'll have some nice revenue money after a minute, and you can put upgrades into the koi pond. Really, we got it all planned out. Maybe the sick beats we put behind them can be. Exactly. Now you're getting it. There we go. Maybe then when they hear the beats, they'll catch the vibe. Oh, so you're like physically piping those. Like the fish will be able to hear the lo-fi too. I like it. Nobody thought, no, I didn't think about the fish. I like your vibe. I think that the fish deserve lo-fi too. I was being too practical about it. When really, you're so right. Is this pillow shading? Yes, but we're gonna start somewhere. Drum and bass for the pond. I think that koi are pretty good at giving us non-stop riffles just anyway. Welcome in, Nick. They're pretty notorious for just being loud and weird and bubbly. So I trust them to give us a beat. We just have to facilitate them a bit, you know? But I think we're all collectively seeing the vision for this koi pond stream. Bass! Ramen bass! Do you have to hit the lottery bag? Don't you have access to a koi pond already, Stephanie? I'm telling you, your dreams aren't as far away as you think they are. Okay, it's still trying to lag pretty hard, but it's better. But when the universe aligns, I guess, yeah. See, you get it. Give the gators LoFi. Gators are LoFi on their own. That just means they fit the vibe. Put them on YouTube. Put the LoFi gators on YouTube. I apologize. I keep telling y'all. Don't get sick. It's really not worth it. LoFi gators! LoFi gators! See? We're onto something. This is important. Important research. Important market research. Yeah, I know. Let the vultures chill. Have we tried giving the vultures some lo-fi? Have you tried? Okay, they're chill, but have you tried giving them lo-fi? I think perhaps they would be more chill, even, if they had some lo-fi. Chill plus. Imagine what some lo-fi would do if they're already this chill. Sen, you're so right. You're so right. What's it like feeling knowing you're so right? Well, you get to watch me look directly into the camera needing to sneeze. Skin shading can wait till later. Yeah, they're really just doing the Lord's work by forcing me to be here and forcing me to work on this. Sends the Emperor for a reason. Vultures to Nirvana. I'm working on it. Our friends did come to help make this easier. Yikes. Nope, not like that though. Keep on the bottom. Ollie's engrossed too. Aww. No. Not that much. Like there. Snakeheads look amazing. Thank you very much. They do they though? Do they though? You used my own craft against me, Steph. Aw. We're not gonna deal with that yet. I'm just deciding we're not dealing with that. Now that does need dealing with. Not like that though. One day I'm gonna learn how to put color into my pictures without there being huge gaps in the line art. Today is apparently not that day, but it's gonna have to be soon. I mean, what is the difference between a snake head and a dragon head, really? Objectively, kind of the same. Do want it to kind of follow I suppose more like well, maybe Something like that. It's easier to go for more later, though. But also, what's going on there? Oh, this is like not in the right spot. That's interesting. What's up with that, my friend? If I were to put on the perspective ruler, well, if I was to undo what I erased, and then, yep, I just need to pull this over, like 22, I think it was. Unless it's the full 40, it must be 45. Here we go. Way to flex there. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Oh, see? That's what I mean. That's what I mean. By one day, my drawings won't look like that. Today, it's not it. There we go. Much better. Oh, we need to turn that off. Nope, not that. You want our nice brush, but also not like that. I did say we would do skin later, but you know what? I said that earlier. I don't know. I'm so tired. I didn't sleep at all last night. Like I said, pro strats, just don't get sick. Oh, right, breathe. Okay, that's actually a pretty good one. Sometimes it's just way easier to carve the light out of the shadow instead of building the shadow specifically all the way up. I do kind of like the way it makes it look like bone. It will all change once we get color into these shadows. Right now it's all just this terrible blue on purpose. Wow, the kid outside's starting to sing Crazy Frog. A kid, good choice. Cultured. I didn't know that there were 4-year-olds out there that still knew about Crazy Frog. Do you guys want me to tell you about the time I joined a Japanese cult? Because that's a real story I could tell you. If you don't, that's fine too. Everybody's like, oh, Briar, you're the first one to start a cult. And I start my little VTuber cult, right? But not before I joined a Japanese cult. Like a real one. Like a real, actual cult. Of course, nobody wants to hear about that, though. Why would anybody want to hear about that? Maybe I just need to start every stream with something crazy like that. Something like that. Something like that. Yes. Isn't Crazy Frog actually just a different song like Sandstorm? You cannot compare Crazy Frog and Sandstorm. No! I don't know why that's so offensive to me. Two completely different songs. Yeah, so there was a year that I went to Japan to help out a friend who was having just a really, really bad time. She had moved to Japan to teach English, and it had been her lifelong dream to do that. And she was very proud of herself to finally be achieving her lifelong dream. And then she got there and she realized she hated it. And so she needed my help around Christmas time. She really wanted somebody to be there. And so she was like, stay at my apartment, just be with me, and we'll hang out, and it'll be fine. I'm like, oh, okay, sure, I can deal with that. Unbeknownst to me, I could not deal with that, but that's a completely separate story. And like, it all did turn out fine in the end. But I went with her to like her elementary school where she was teaching, and hung out with the like homeroom teacher that was her guide. I suppose you would say guide. A lot. Until one day she was like, well, I'm going on a little tiny weekend trip with my husband and I want you to come with. I want to show you stuff. I want you to come with me. And I'm like, oh, okay, sure. I can go with you. That's so gracious of you. Thank you. Like, you're going to drive me there. Wow, that's really cool. And so we get everything set up and she's like, so I can pay for a lot of it, but I can't pay for this part. And I'm like, oh, okay, what part is it? Crazy Frog is based off of the Beverly Hills theme. No, it doesn't. There's no way. There's no way Crazy Frog is based off of anything. Anyway, I like refuse to believe you on that one. Not gonna lie. But where was I? I was at the part where there was a cult. Oh, she's like, I can't pay for this part. You have to pay for this part. No, I won't. I refuse. And I'm like, okay, what part is it that you're talking about? And she had like takes me to her church. And I'm like, okay, weird pit stop. We're gonna do something at the church before we go on vacation. And she's takes me in with her and I'm like, oh, I can wait outside. And she's like, no. I'm like, oh, okay. Sure, I'll go inside with you then. And like makes me pay someone in the church money. And I'm like, I don't understand what this is for. I don't understand why this is for. But I have been invited to a free weekend vacation, so I'm just gonna go with it. And then we go on the vacation like normal, and I'm like, that was weird. Surely that won't come up again. So we go on vacation. It's a really gorgeous area. Like, there's a big old park. It's full of deer. It's beautiful. Like, the deer are famous. I buy a little deer plushie. I love it. I take a bunch of pictures with this giant temple. It's so nice. It's very, like, I think the first temple we went to was like a really old Buddhist temple, question mark, but it was full of these gorgeous sculptures of like monsters and stuff. And anyway, we go to a second old temple and it is also beautiful and gorgeous, but this one is much more Shinto. And we go inside and she's like, okay, so you sit here and put on these headphones. And I'm like, what? Huh? Okay. And I put on the headphones and this guy comes out and he's like giving a sermon basically. And then I noticed through the headphones is the sermon that he's doing, but in English. And it's about like a lady in like a Japanese lady, I want to say in the teens or the 20s, who is Jesus, question mark. And I honestly, at this point, I was so confused that I barely processed this at all. But I learned a little bit about Lady Jesus, and at the end of it, a guy stands up and everybody claps, and she's like, oh, he finished his 15 listens. And I'm like, 15? She's like, yeah, you did the first one, and we're gonna register that you did your first one, but once you do 15, then you're like a full member. And I'm like, okay. Like, they had my address, my US address. They had they had it all. They had my name, my legal name. They didn't have like my passport number, thank God, but it was I was like, are they gonna send me mail? Are they gonna send me mail to my US address? They did not, thankfully they did not. But yeah, that was the time where I got I joined a Japanese cult. The temple was beautiful. They were preparing some kind of big feast. I did not partake or see that part, but it was beautiful and gorgeous to look at. I had a great time at the park. I had a great time at both temples, but I was like, oh, I joined a cult today. Huh. Weird. Glad I did that, I guess. So, I guess let's do the shoulders a little bit. Anyway, that's it. That's my whole story. There's no more. If you wanted more, too bad. You don't get more. Actually, the head's gonna cover like this much. Again, with the wish I knew how to make art that covered the whole thing. But yeah, that's how I joined. Female Jesus is a hard sell. Well, they had a lot of really pretty temple going for them. So there's at least that. Shielders. Okay, I'm not gonna mess too much with this. This needs erased. And I will need to make a back part for that, which I'll do that now, actually, that I'm thinking about it. Okay, sure. Where are the shoulders? Here we go. Aren't you the cult owner, or was the plan to overthrow eventually? I am not female Jesus. I'll say that. I am the cult owner of like our cult, like of us. Haha, you didn't know it, but you're part of a cult now. So this is back fabric, I guess. Overthrow? No, I'm not overthrowing the Japanese cult. I'm starting my own here on YouTube with the haunted doll, right? I had a Pentecostal church teaching satanic worship when I was a preteen. Wait, hello? What? The church taught you, like, how to worship Satan? Can I get the inside deets? Can you tell me what they taught you? Not my strangest money to find out I'm part of a cult. No, you didn't know that? Hi, what? Sorry, I was hanging up clothes. Oops. Well, you know, things happen. Stuff happens. Okay, obviously this needs a whole heck of a lot more going on, but we have our first layer of shading. I'm going to take a quick stab at... Oh, hello. You're not supposed to be there. Coloring the shading. Not a whole bunch. So we have it at this god-awful blue, which is meant to clash with everything. That was the point. I'm gonna make it a dark blue for the clothes, and we're gonna see how that does. Do things happen? Stuff, yeah? They're trying to scare us away from satanic stuff while indoctrinating us into it accidentally. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, so that's not gonna do it. Let's start with the purple fur. Well, let's see if we like this color on the kimono first. So we'll alpha lock it. We're going to color over, make sure we get everything. And then while we're here, change this to, let's say, multiply. I usually do multiply and then like 60% is usually my go-to for shading. Getting in our heads and such. Oh, I have it alpha locked. I'm like, no. Yeah, that's decent for now. So let's try that out with other stuff. Not the skin, though. That's not gonna work. And we'll see how it does. And we'll do multiply 60. Let's see how it looks on the red, because it's gonna look way different on the red. Yeah, I like that. I don't like whatever's going on there. I didn't pay the attention I thought I was on that. I guess I had meant to and then I did not. There we go. I also want to have that here. Tricking a paladin to blame the devil. Turns out some humans are just evil. Yeah. I could feel that. We'll deal with that in a minute, but not right now. This is gonna be more like... Sort of. It's kind of what I was going for. I don't like the way that curve is going. And that needs its own shadow. I don't want to mess with that too much. On that layer, at least. So for now we'll keep it like that. Whole crux of some evangelical leaders. What do I know? It's fine. You can criticize other cult leaders here as much as you want. Just not me. We'll look at how all this works together. So have any of you joined cults? Is that a normal question to ask? Since it's apparently something that happens more often than you think. So already I'm noticing that I think that the shading color for that red needs to be really different. That's way too dark. So what if we try something more like a dark magenta? That might make it pop better. Oh yeah, that's way better. The Japanese Christian cult tried to get me early on in Tokyo, but I ghosted them. Maybe, I don't know. Was it the same one I joined? I remember as a kid, I was really confused by just like the concept of being divine, like being a god. I remember this is such a terrible thing to say, but my friends would like, how do I put this nicely? There's no one nice way to put it. My friends would like torture me by sending me YouTube links to like the gory bits of Higurashi when they knew I couldn't handle gore at the time as like a prank to hurt me, I guess. And so I remember getting in a big old argument over like what a god was and what divinity was, because Rika dies and she's a god, and I'm like, gods can't die. Gods, that's stupid. Gods can't die. And that was like a whole entire argument I had. Where is this? It's in the red bag hanging off of the second bathroom door handle. Been pretty cult resistant, not until you found me. I was raised in a Catholic family. Every day I was like, okay, show me proof. Same with going to a Christian school. That makes sense. Okay, We're getting somewhere with this shading now. This is only our first pass, remember? Now, the snakes are going to be different. Gold gets shaded with green, right? Am I crazy? I'm pretty sure that gold gets shaded with green. I don't remember. Let's look at how bad it looks. Oh, okay. Not as bad as I thought it would be, but definitely is going to need a lot of work. But we'll leave that. The gold's a lot. Star Trek has a new ship, the Miyazaki. Wait, for real? Like that's canon? That Star Trek, there's a new ship called the Miyazaki? That's really cool. I'll be honest, I have not been keeping up with Star Trek stuff. Do I love Star Trek? Yes. Do I keep up with it right now? Oh, no. What I want to do, actually, is to... It's canon! That's so cool! I think they don't see the potential in me. I see the potential in you, Sen. That's why I want you in my cult, and that's why you are in my cult. Because I wanted you here, and so I got you here. You know? You get it. Because I got you. Oh yeah, we're getting somewhere with this shading. I was like, wow, I'm not gonna have anything to show off by the end of this. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Squealed, cute. In Academy, okay. I was like, I need to get out of this as soon as possible. I'm having a hard time. It's not working. Nah. Nah. It's working just fine. Let's get what this color is though, because I've already lost it. So I need to color pick it real quick. They don't have an anime, but I know they have an animated show, and I haven't watched that either. Oh, look at that! Look at that! We never did this. Not sure how I missed that. We don't have this either. Wow. We got more progress today than I thought we would. Everyone will be Sephiroth. A new Sephiroth. Okay. That's fine. let's go ahead and figure out. We did this one. We never gave it. And we gave it the ropes like a pretty magenta. Let's go ahead and color pick that. Here we go. Ah, wrong layer. Down here. For big row bottom, this one. Heck yeah, this is something. Shading's looking good indeed, yay! And this is just our first pass, remember. We're gonna have like at least, usually I do 4. I do 2 cell shadings, a soft shading, and a highlight layer, but I could absolutely probably end up doing more on this one. You share one winged angel played on an organ in the middle of church. No idea it wasn't a hymn. Someone stealth played OWA in the church. Organ's right there. Shading, thank you so much for the headpat. Thank you, thank you. Pretty proud of this one so far. Okay. Do I want to keep going? I'm very tired. Let's go ahead and call it here. This is our normal ending time. So I'm gonna let everybody go. We actually got somewhere pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with it. I will say I'll be back in 4 hours for our tarot stream. And then on Wednesday, we have another art stream. And then unfortunately, our Friday stream and our Saturday stream are both canceled for governmental reasons. So you can blame the government for that, not us. Rest well. Thank you so much. I'll see you all soon. And I hope you have a fantastic evening. And we'll play later. Yes, exactly. So see you soon. Bye.